Apologies for wearing a silly Star Trek shirt while I'm about to try and talk about something serious, but I just got done recording a Star Trek video and it felt irresponsible not to also take a minute, as long as I had the camera and the lights set up, to talk about what's been going on here in the United States in recent days. Once again, there are people taking to the streets, fueled by frustration and righteous anger, and once again, the impetus for their protests was the murder of a black man by a white police officer in broad daylight, in full view of witnesses, while being video recorded. The killings of Eric Garner and Michael Brown were 6 years ago. The killing of Amadou Diallo was over 20 years ago. The brutal gang beating of Rodney King was nearly 30 years ago. And this shit still happens. Police officers, usually but not exclusively white, brutally assaulting and killing black civilians for no reason. So, to everyone out there protesting, I just want to say thank you for your service. We talk a lot about people who fight for our country, who defend our ideals. You're doing that right now. We like to self-righteously remind ourselves that freedom isn't free. You're proving that right now. And every one of us owes you a debt of gratitude and owes you our support in whatever way we can offer it. This should not be news to anyone, but we have serious institutional problems in this country. Police brutality, police racism, racist inequalities in the criminal justice system. These have been problems for as long as anyone watching this video has been alive. Since Donald Trump took office as president, we've also had to contend with the most powerful elected official in the country, openly empowering and amplifying fascists and overt white supremacists. We need to do something. And civic-minded Democrats like me are quick to say, get out there and vote. And I'm going to say that. Get out there and vote this November. Or preferably, given that we're still living through a pandemic, fill out your ballot at home and mail it in. Hopefully that will be an option for many of you, despite the paranoid rantings of Trump. But obviously, voting isn't enough. There are people in power right now who should be doing something about all of these problems, who have failed in their duties. Protests are a way to force those people to pay attention, to pressure them into doing what they should have been doing this entire time, fighting racism and white supremacy, protecting citizens from discrimination and violence at the hands of law enforcement and the justice system, stopping fascists from recruiting followers and gaining power. Yes, vote, please. But remind the people we elected last time that a lot of them, the ones who ran as progressives, as reformers, promised to do something about this shit when they campaigned. Now it's time to fulfill those promises. Now, I know a lot of you watching this video are like me. You haven't personally attended one of these protests due to some combination of geographical distance and personal cowardice. Luckily, there are still ways we can help. We can do what I'm doing now, use our voices, make videos, write blogs, speak up and let everyone know that we stand with the protesters in spirit, if not in body. But much more importantly than that, we can support those heroes who are going out there and putting their bodies on the line, risking their health and their freedom. If there are organizations in your area who are taking part in protests or offering support to protesters, find out what they need and help them get it, if you can. Donate money, donate supplies, volunteer your time. And if that's not an option, find an organization that accepts online donations and donate if you can afford it. No shame if you can't. Check the description of this video. You'll find a link to a website where dozens of support organizations and other resources have been collected, including bail funds that are paying to get arrested protesters out of jail. You'll also find links to the website for Showing Up for Racial Justice, a network of activists organizing against white supremacy, and the website of Organizing White Men for Collective Liberation, an outgrowth of SURJ focused specifically on educating and mobilizing white men to fight white supremacy and patriarchy. That's it. Check the links in the description, do your own research, help out if you can. One more time to all the protesters and to all those offering on-the-ground support to the protesters, thank you. This cycle of violence and institutional injustices will never end unless we end them. Thank you for being on the front line of that fight. And to everyone else, we can only do what we can do. So let's do it.